What's up, friends? So in this video, I want to go through 3 books that I just started, and I'm weird like that. I start books together sometimes because if I hate a book, I'm not going to finish it. I'm just going to put it to the side. But if I like it, I'm going to keep going, and I'm able to. I think most people can uh, take the stories and keep them up in their head, keep track of what's going on. They're not going to forget or anything like that. So the first book is called The Women by Kristen Hanna. And I read some of her Nightingale book, which was a historical fiction taking place in World War II. This one takes place in Vietnam. But man, she's such a captivating writer. She has my attention. I'm invested. The character is in Vietnam. She's a nurse. She's tending to the soldiers. That's basically it. That's basically as far as I am. But it is intriguing, and I do want to keep going. There's no reason for me to stop this right now. I want to see the characters she meets, who she becomes friends with, who's probably going to do injustices to her. And I want to see how she comes out the other side. Does she make it home? All that stuff. Second book that I've started is supposed to be a masterpiece in itself. It's called The Swan Song. It is basically about the end of the world. And it starts off with the president and him kind of not being perhaps a strong president and listening to generals and getting ready for a nuclear strike that's imminent. And it goes through other characters who are also living in the US who are basically on the verge of being characters in the apocalypse. I think that's what the book's basically about. And it's also intriguing. It has my attention. I'm excited to read these books every night, but not as much as this next book. In this next book, I randomly saw people on YouTube raving about it, so I picked it up, and man, this is so far really good. This is The Will of the Many, who a lot of people say is like Red Rising, which I haven't read yet. I have it, but I haven't read it yet. And it's a fantasy book, and there's a lot of characters and I think types of creatures that they labeled that I'm a little confused at first. But I do understand what's going on. I do understand like the protagonist, how he's being taken to a new place for like school, as he's supposed to serve as a spy. He's a strong character. He was orphaned. And you just have to know what happens next. I can't just like not read this. I have to read a little bit of this every night. Even if I'm too tired, I'd probably let go of reading those 2, but I'd read this one. So 3 very long books. I think these are each around, let's see. This one is about what? I'd say about 1,000 books, 1,000 pages. Oh, never mind. 668. Swan Song is around 860, and The Women is around 470. So, medium to long books, but I don't care. I need there to be just a good story. So if the story captures me, if the story captivates me, I'm going to read. And as long as the ending is good, I'll probably recommend it. If the ending sucks, I'm not going to recommend it. The writing is good. They're not trying to be overly poetic. They're not trying to tell me stuff that I have no idea what's going on, why they're telling me this information. They're telling me things that I need to know. Words are not wasted, and I'm excited to find out what happens next. So if you've read these, let me know if I should finish them in any specific order. If there's books similar to these that you read, please recommend those because I'd love to have more books to read. After these 3, I am reading Artemis and I am reading Red Rising. And then I want to possibly go into the fantasy route and go read my second fantasy other than this one. The sequel comes out soon. If you're watching this later, it might already be out. So I might just jump into the sequel because if the story's good, why not? Anyways, thank you for watching. This was Arash. Until next time.